Good evening, everyone. How you doing, Josh?
Yeah, I'm okay.
That's
How
good.
about you?
Welcome. I'm having a great day today. I premiered a video. Um, our video
It was
premiered today.
badass.
It was exciting. It's super good. You guys should go watch it, but not now. Read some Hebrew with us first, and then go watch because it's super good.
It is good.
Uh, so yeah, so that happened, and then I went for a bike ride today, which always makes me happy. So yeah, it's been a really nice day so
Nice.
far. Yeah, you doing good?
Yeah, you know, plugging along.
Yeah, just writing commentaries and grammars
Yes,
and
solving
doing
solving the
doing as you
world
do.
problems of Leviticus.
They're very pressing. People are waiting for you to solve
I
those
am sure.
problems.
Bated
Mm,
breath.
mm. It's true. Well, let's say hi to some friends. Jackie's here. Marcos Amalos too is here for the comedy stylings of Dr. Death and Dr. Bowtie. So we've got something to live up to here. Matt T is here. Good to see you. Good to see you. Triceratops. Uh YEC's Learn Chicago Style Challenge. Awesome. Mojo. I don't know if I recognize Mojo, but welcome, Mojo. Kira at meaning a way of reading. Yes, it just in Hebrew, it just means reading. So yeah, thank you. Welcome. And Dr. Cheryl Lyle is here. And Reina Vaste is another name that I don't think I recognize, but welcome
Oh, cool.
everyone to Kiryat Ibrit, where Josh and I read through Hebrew texts. We translate. We go through some of the nerdy bits of the grammar. This is a free public service for all of y'all who are learning Hebrew, who have an interest in Hebrew. We're here to help, guys. That's all. That's why we're here.
That's how we roll.
That's how we do it. And I think it goes without
The
saying.
show today is no exception to some of the great work that I've done in the past.
So it's going to be a good one.
You know, we're all very close here, right? You could almost say it's like a mishkapat.
Is it?
It's not family, it's clan. Mishkapat.
Oh my god. So I have to say, because I think I'm sorry. One of my long-term projects, I haven't even told you about this, Josh. But one of my long-term projects might be to start clipping these and put together just a Hebrew transgressions collection all on its own. Because my God, the way that man fumbles his way through the text is it's a car wreck that you cannot divert your eyes from. Benzino Castro understands what's going on, so and I think that deserves.
Nice.
It's pretty
I
good.
can say Ahavtika, I love you.
Come for the Hebrew, stay for the memes, guys.
See, like and that's the that's the thing. It's not that we would ever pick on anybody for mispronouncing something or like that's not it. It's
No.
It's when you like when I mispronounce Egyptian, which I'm sure I do every time I speak it, which is why I rarely, if ever, do. Like I anticipate that people are gonna be like, but I say I don't know Egyptian, so I'm gonna mess this up. Sorry.
That's it, right?
It doesn't always come across in these contexts.
When you make claims that that you struggle struggle to back up, we might notice, I guess. So, all right. We are continuing to read. I'll put that one away. So we are continuing to read. I didn't put it away. Why didn't I thought I said hide. There we go. Okay. We are continuing to read in Numbers 23 this evening. We left off with verse 14 last week. I'm pretty sure I read that one, so maybe you want to start this week, Josh. But we left off with but Balaq is standing next to his burning animal carcasses, and Balaam has returned to him to deliver the oracle from God, from Yahweh or El. It's not entirely clear every time in this text exactly who's speaking.
All right. So 15. Vayomer el Balak, hityatzef ko al olatecha, vanochi ikareko. And he said to Balak, stand here next to your whole burnt offerings, and I will go encounter there. So I'll go through that here in a second. So the parsing is the Vav consecutive and perfect. They're masculine singular from Amar. Hityat save. This is a hit pile. Very nice hit pile. Imperative masculine singular from Yatsav. You can see with the hit pile, consonants stick around. Oftentimes your first Yod Vav verbs will go back to an original first Vav. So you'll get like hit Vada, where from Yada, where it'll extend down. But here, this is like an original first Yod, so it's staying there. Hit Yat save, but notice it looks just like a PL, and you just have this big hit on the front. Hit Yat save means something like take your stance, position yourself, stand. So this word ko is a very common word. I mean, relatively common, but not really with this meaning. Often, well, I don't know about often. The examples that I'm thinking of, or my experience with it, when you see it ko like this, it takes on this meaning.
Yeah.
Or something like it. Like you can say like he looked, or I don't know if it's he or they, but like ko can be like this way or that way, but it has to do with directions, places. It's like this way and that, here in this case, it's you stand here or, like there, and I'll go meet there. Somewhere else relative to the first ko. But of course, the way that we normally see this is like ko amar Adonai, ko amar Yahweh, thus says Yahweh. Now the use of al here. Oh, sorry, I didn't finish with the parsing. So ikare, this is from kara. So kof resh hey, so nifal, imperfect, first common singular from kara. Kara means to like happen, to encounter, to meet, it has a bunch of different little nuances. Here, this use of al is really akin to, somebody stands on the bank of the river, you can say that they're standing al anahar, right? They're standing on
Yeah.
the river. It's not really on, it's like on
On
the
the
on
on
the
the
edge of, like
banks,
right up
right, on
against
the
it, right,
edge,
is the
yeah.
idea. So it doesn't always have that meaning, obviously, but it can. It can also have the meaning of like in addition to. So like on top of this, you see that throughout Leviticus. It'll be like sacrifice these things, all these other things in addition to, on top of is the way that it, like we use the same sort of thing in English. But here, like stand, if you were to read this woodenly, you'd say on top of your sacrifices. Please don't go preach this where, there's some deep meaning where,
It sounds fun though.
but you don't
But
want to be like,
yeah,
let me tell you people, here Balaq is standing on the altar, on the sacrifice. He himself is giving
you
himself as a
know,
sacrifice. Don't John
you
Hagee it.
know this is a sermon that has been preached.
Oh
You know it.
my gosh.
So yeah.
So yes. Yeah. I think that's probably
All right. Jason Hare from Hebrew Cafe is here under a different alias tonight. He's the Hebrew Hare. That's a cool font. He says co equals po.
Yeah.
And
Have I ever
sham.
told you my I ever told you my way of remembering this? So sham means
No.
there, po means here.
Here.
So when you go take a shower, you use sham po,
Ha!
there,
Very
here,
nice. And
there,
it comes.
here.
Okay. That's
Shampoo.
great, man.
Is it?
That is great.
Well, it's something.
Okay. Let's read verse 16 because I
All
think
right.
that's it. Vayikar Adonai el Balaam vayoshem davar befiv vayomer shuv el Balaq veko tedaber. So Yahweh met with Balaam, or encountered Balaam, and he set a word in his mouth. And he said, return to Balak, and so you shall speak, or this is what you shall say. Something like that. So yeah, so here we've got Vayikar is once again, this is another nifal from Kara. This is an imperfect third masculine singular with the Vav consecutive. We just did weak letters, the weak hey in class on Tuesdays. So I don't know. I don't actually. I suspect all my students are madly studying for their first larger test that's coming this weekend. But yeah, we'll notice. If they were here, I would tell them to pay attention and see how the hay has dropped off in the formation of this verb, as it very often, pretty much always does in the third masculine singular, as well as a number of other of the conjugations. So yeah, from Kara, Vayoshem. This is from Seem, and it's a cow, third masculine singular, with the Vav consecutive. It's an imperfect. And Vayomer, same thing, Vav consecutive, third masculine singular, imperfect. from Amar. And then we've got shuv, which is from the root shov or shuv. And this is an imperative, a singular imperative. Go back or return. And then finally, tedaber is a PL, second masculine singular imperfect. From davar. The word davar, as far as I'm aware,
Is the greatest word in Hebrew.
it really is. It really is. But far and away, I don't think it ever actually appears in the cow, as far as I'm aware. I'm probably wrong about that. I need to do a search.
I think it does, but it's very, very limited.
Extremely rare.
Very,
This
very
is
limited.
this is the standard form. This is one of these words, right? There's a couple of these verbs where, for whatever reason, they took a particular stem, and that was their stem. So, yeah. So that's that. Anything else? I don't know if there's anything else all that interesting going on here. I just love that expression so much. He set a word in his mouth. It's pretty cool.
And that's probably a good thing to point out to people again. So, different verbs. I mean, you heard Kipp sort of like floating through some possible translations to try to bring it into English a little more smoothly here with kara plus L, because like the way that we've learned L is two, right? And so he encountered two Balaam, he met two Balaam. So, what you can do is you can open up Hollow or BDB and go to the verb and just look down and see, because what they will do is they will list out the, either when the verb takes, when it marks the object or when it marks the dative or whatever with L, it has this meaning. Or as you'll see, there are certain verbs that just take like bait to mark its object. So, but the lexicon, the lexical entry will tell you, how these verbs mark their objects, so that you're not, sort of left twisting in the wind with it. Also, I think
your temptation, no, I was just going to say your temptation is going to be to try and figure out, if you're new to this, your temptation is going to be to try to figure out how to shoehorn this into some passable English while retaining the meaning of the preposition, and it's not worth it.
Yeah, and we all do it.
Yeah,
and the reason that you'll do it, and I'm doing it in my commentary right now, I like you have to kind of balance it, is that you want people to know that you know what the word L means, right? So you don't want to just, I can't just translate what it means.
it's
because
true.
they will know that I know. They will know that I know what L means.
That's it.
So it's just sort of silly. I do think it's cool that the word "co" shows up here, with its other meaning, which I think is pretty. After the two uses up here that are kind of unique, not unique, but less rare, and then a normal one shows up here, but probably doesn't mean anything. But it'll preach.
It'll preach. That's good.
All right. 17. Vayavo elav v'heno nitzav al olato v'sarei mo'avito vayomer lo Balaq ma diber Yahweh. So subject here, Balaam, and he came to him, and he was still standing right next to his whole burnt offerings, along with the princes of Moab. See how I tried to do it smoothly there? Because you're all like, does he know what Ito means? And Balaq said to him,
I bet he doesn't.
Mapitom. No, what did Yahweh say? All right. So Vayavo is Cal, off consecutive and perfect, third masculine singular from Bo. Well, I'll talk about that. It's not a verb. Nitzav, this is a nifal participle, masculine singular from natzav, to stand. So you can see the assimilated nun. Vayomer, Kalvav, consecutive and perfect, they're masculine singular from Amar. And then Diber is a PL, perfect, they're masculine singular
Once again,
from
the PL.
Dalit Beit Rish.
Mm-hmm.
So Hino, I'm really enjoying Hine now. Now that I spent some time, because I had to
Yeah,
read
right.
that section
You
of the
did.
grammar, like I'm really enjoying translating it now. So here, what nuance do we want to bring here? So a lot of times when you have hine plus a participle, it's he is or I am, up, she is, whatever, about to do something. That's not really what's going on here. I think probably because of the object suffix here. It's not really how it's functioning. So I think what's happening here is, the scene is, you have to kind of think about the broader scene. So he said, stand here, buy your sacrifice. I'm going to go up, get the word, and I'll come back. So and there he was, still standing next to. So he hadn't moved, is I think the emphatic point here.
I think
So it's drawing attention to the fact that he hasn't wandered off. He hasn't done what every 13-year-old would do out hunting in the woods, right? Stand by this tree, wait for the deer to come by. Yeah. It's not really gonna happen.
And it's not, it can't be easy because, burning animal flesh, it's kind of smelly. It's, it's not
great.
not fun.
Not great.
It's not great. So,
but yeah.
so good for Balaq.
Yeah, good for him.
Way to go, Balaq.
All right.
Okay. Verse 18. Vayissa Mishalo Vayomer. Kum Balaq Ushama. Oh, shoot. There's something there. Excuse me. Something in my throat.
Oh.
Sorry.
I'm looking at the word like, no, you think you said it right?
No, I just, something got caught. So, but I'm good. I'm good, everyone. I'm not going to choke on the air. So, ha'azina adai beno zipord. Oh, that was like a lot of these are just short little things.
But they're jam packed.
So they are jam packed. It's true. So he raised, his proverb is how this would commonly be translated. Probably his oracle. It's an interesting oracle. It's an interesting it's an interesting relationship, I think, between the concepts in constructions like this. So he raised his oracle and he said, stand up or rise, Balaq, and listen. I like to whenever I see azan, the verb, I like to translate it give ear, because the word for ear in Hebrew is ozen. It just seems appropriate to me. Give ear, and here's one of these interesting constructions with the preposition right here. It's odd. Give ear to me, listen to me. And this is probably a Ketiv Kare situation. Beno Zippor is literally like his son, Zippor. It probably should be B'nai, which also is a bit awkward, as the sons of Zippor. What does the note say?
Yeah, so I was going to go look at 18C, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just
Bane.
Bane. Yeah, just Bane. So, and that makes much better sense. Do you know what SCB is?
I
don't know
was
what that
just
one is.
thinking, SCB.
I think that's just yeah. I don't think that's a manuscript though, or a text. I think that's just one of the fun Latin words, fun Latin abbreviations that we were all supposed to
Oh,
learn.
yes. Yeah.
I expect it was. So yeah. All right. So we've got you scan back up to the
Oh, yeah,
top
sorry.
of that verse. Yeah, don't worry about it. Vayisa. So this is a cow, imperfect, third masculine singular, with the vav consecutive from nasa, means to lift up, to bear, to carry, is very often used in prophetic texts for delivering oracles or prophecies. Vayomar, sorry. Vayomar, we know it's cal, third masculine singular imperfect with the vav consecutive from Amar. Then we've got here a couple of imperatives. Kum is a cal imperative from kom or kum, meaning to stand or rise up. It's a singular imperative. Shama, ushma is another cal singular imperative with a vav, a conjunctive vav in this case, from Shema. Ha azina looks a little odd. This is a hiphil imperative from Azan, and I believe that's just a paragogic hey appended to the end. These were meaningful to some people at one time. It's been suggested that it might just be a poetic flourish, but it's one of those fossils of the text, of the language, which you'll encounter every now and then. These paragogic noons or paragogic hays added to the ends of particular words. So I think that's all of it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, just
All right.
plowing ahead.
Yeah, we're doing pretty well.
Yeah, we are. Boy.
So 19. Lo ish el vichasev uven adam veyit necham. Is that all?
No,
No. Okay. Let's see.
of course it isn't.
Hu amar velo yaseh v'diber velo yakimena. All right. Scroll back up. Okay. So ale is not a man. And how you would translate this vav here, if you remember, the vav is quite versatile depending on the context. Probably here, like with the result that he would lie, like speak falsely, kazav here. And I think because this is parallel structure, or, which is perfectly fine, because it's carrying over, and he is not is the idea, or it like. So they're truncating this second, this colon B, not having to put low in here again. In the same way that, like in a sentence, we might write right. We don't say to the store and to the pharmacy. It just does double duty for both. So the same sort of thing. I guess that's a decent analogy. Anyway, but and he is not literally like woodenly the Son of Man is like he's not a human. With the result that he would like repent, change his mind back.
Mm-hmm.
And then here you have an interrogative. Hey, so has he said something and he will not do? Has he said something and he will not do it? Or has he spoken, maybe, and he will not like establish it? He will not I don't know what would be a good way to say that, like bring it like set it up. I mean, we would say like bring it to pass, make it happen. I don't know. But it's from Coom, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's a Hiphil form. So
It's interesting that it's got the Shava with the
yeah,
yod, eh? With the
yeah.
prefix.
If you want, I can walk everybody through it. Let's see. So yeah, there's actually some cool stuff here. So let me scooch this a little bit so you guys can see here. So this form here is from Yechazev, right? So then when you put the on it, the rule of Shava kicks in. Oops. Come on, Josh. Ah. Oh my God. Here we go. But so you get the first Shava, vocal Shava goes to Hirik, and the second one goes silent. The problem is when you have a first Yod like this, it doesn't need the second Shava, so it just gets a long I vowel. V Chazev. So that's where that form came from. So this is a PL imperfect, third masculine singular from Kazav. Same thing here. This is another hit pile imperfect, third masculine singular from Nacham. This is in pause, so that's why it looks a little weird. Actually, I was thinking about it. I suspect, I didn't look, but I suspect this is why Shema has a vocal Shava here. I think probably stuff is happening with these A vowels because it's in pause. I don't know that. I could be wrong, but that would be my instinct.
Jason actually asked about that, and I didn't flag it in time. So, but yeah,
I don't know that. But that's what
But it's a good guess.
Stuff happens
I like
to vowels when it's in pause. So
yeah.
And again, interrogative hey here. So setting up a question, just a cow perfect, they're masculine singular from Amar, cow imperfect, they're masculine singular from Asa, so PL perfect, they're masculine singular from Davar, and then Yeki Mena. So if you remember, it would be like,
so things are shifting because of that that object suffix on the end of it, messing up all the vowels.
So you get stuff like how does it go? It's like Kimoti, I think. Ekimoti, Ekimota, something like that. It might be Akimoti. But at any rate, this here, what's happening is probably just the standard Akim, right? Yakim. And then when you have this and ending, of course, this shifts back to this.
To that.
But now you've got this. So you go to a open propatonic syllable. It's got a comma, so you reduce it. I hear your class has mastered
They've mastered it.
the reductions. So I suspect that's just what's going on here. So yeah. So Hifil, sorry. Hifil, imperfect. They're masculine singular from cum with a third feminine singular object suffix. And do it.
Nice. Good. Apparently, I just wanted to point out that apparently Caitlin Burnell has not seen you in a little while.
Oh.
Because she didn't recognize you.
Yeah.
So oops.
Sorry.
But good. All right. Yeah, this is a fun one. It's short, but it's kind of interesting.
That's what she said.
Yeah. Yeah. Guys, we should do this.
9 hours.
We could totally do this for 9 hours.
Oh God.
Yeah. Oh wow. The Kentucky Atheist has come to join us. It's nice to see you. So, okay. I'm reading. Hine borech lakachti uverech velo ashivena. So, now I suspect this. Now this is gonna mess you up because you've got, and I suspect it has something to do with the Hine, and I bet you've got you've already got a plan for.
I don't know
how
that
to
I thought about
translate
this one.
but really okay, because Borek is an infinitive absolute on its own, which is not especially common, and it's kind of weird. Usually these words, when they are on their own, tend to be treated nominally as more like a substantive or a noun. But and it probably translates something very woodenly like look here or see, a blessing. I cannot take it, meaning I can't take it back. He's saying, see, when Yahweh issues a blessing or blesses, I can't take it back. And then we have the verbal form, uverech, and I guess again when he blesses, then I cannot return it or turn it over or reject it, I guess, in this case. So yeah.
So
Some interesting.
So are you understanding then this is the truncated colon, so it's the low is like you're bringing a low from here, like the opposite of what I guess this would be like
whoops. Yeah.
this would be a A B B A.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
this low is playing double duty in this one, and then this low
Yeah.
would be playing double duty over here.
Yeah.
I mean that would make sense, right? Because I'd be interested to
'Cause I'm
see
not.
how.
I mean, I guess actually, yeah, or it could. Yeah, another way. I probably should another. Yeah, if you could say, uh, eh, when he blesses, I take it up. Is probably. I know that some of the translators have done some different things with this too.
Yeah,
didn't look at
I'd be interested to see. Is there a way you can just pull some up? I don't know if I can do that easily.
I can.
I mean, just
I
read
can.
them
Yeah, I
now.
can look at a couple here. So Let's see. What does NRSV do? NRSV says, see, I received a command to bless.
Mm.
That's interesting.
Oh, so they're just taking this.
Yeah. There's taking the infinitive absolute almost as an infinitive construct.
And it can do that.
And
It's
that's true.
It can just
Yeah.
function like that. That's true.
NIV says, again, I received a command to bless. NAS probably does the same thing. Yeah, I have received to bless. ESV probably does the same thing too. I received a command to bless. JPS says my message was to bless. That's the 1985 version. So yeah.
So this would be like in response to. I see it.
Maybe is this calling back to
what did he say?
The Nasa, the Mashlo, his
yeah, right. It's like, what did he say? And then here's my this is my oracle. Is what that would make sense.
That does actually. Sense. Yeah, I like that better.
I should do these less on the fly. To be fair,
it's good
to me.
It's good. The people watch us work through this stuff.
Yeah, that actually is my students. That's one of the things that they say is we really appreciate watching you wrestle. It makes them feel better that I'm dumb too.
Better that it's true, right?
We're all dumb. So
when you get right down to it.
Yeah.
So all right. So the verbs, first is an infinitive absolute, it's a PL. Borech. Lakachti is a cal, first common singular perfect from lakach. Uverech is the PL perfect, third masculine singular with a vav, a conjunctive vav. And then ashivena is a hiphil, first common singular imperfect from shuv, with the object, the third feminine singular object suffix in this case. So
you guys can all see the lengthening that takes place because the PL form is, as the name says, PL. You would expect B reich, but here because that reich won't take that doubled dagesh, the doubling dagesh, that it lengthens here. And the same thing here, you would expect ba reich with a patach, but or the patach, but here it lengthens because it can't take the doubled. It'll write it going. Here's another, short
pausal.
eval going to long in the pausal form.
Yeah.
So.
Yep, that's right.
All right. We got time for some more. All right.
We do.
Everybody get ready to watch me struggle. Lo hibit Avin ve'Yaakov. Is this one bad? Velo ra'a amal b'Yisrael. Yahweh Elohav imo uteruat melech bo. Okay. Here we go. So he did not see I don't know, like iniquity. Is that what Avin is?
You would want it to be that. I actually looked it up too, just to be sure. And it's like Halot says like disaster, or let me pull it up again here. Looming disaster.
Is that what it normally means?
It can. That's actually the first.
Okay.
The first entry.
Is this
on that?
Is this the same? Does it show up as like Oni, my disaster, my
Well,
Sorry, you probably can't
yeah,
see that
no,
just yet. Yeah.
I'm.
Okay. So he
I would
did
have
not
to-
see bad things coming
Yeah,
uh,
bad things coming.
in Jacob. And he did not see like distress in
Yeah.
Israel. Yeah, that makes sense. Yahweh, his God, is with him. And the shout of the king is in him.
Boy, that's an interesting expression.
Is that what it is? Teruah is the ruah,
The shout of
shout.
the king. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, I feel pretty good about that.
Yeah, no, it's great.
So lo he beat. This is a Hifil perfect third masculine singular from Navat to look at something. Here again, you would look at does Navat normally take bait, marking its object, or should we be reading this in Jacob? Like that's something I'd want to. I mean, I suspect, given the bait over here as well, that it is in,
Yeah.
but that's something you'd want to pay attention to. Again, Ra'ah is just a cow perfect. They're masculine singular from Ra'ah. Yeah, and those are all the verbs.
Oh yeah, that's it. You've just got these nominal clauses
Mhm.
in the next.
For your
pair.
class, like Teruah is
It's just too bad I made them work so hard this week.
Teruah is the lexical form, right? So then when it goes into construct, or its absolute form when it goes into construct, you strengthen that hey, put the little foot on it.
Put a leg on it. Yeah.
Yeah, to
That's
keep it
right.
strong. So you get teruat. So now it's in construct.
Yeah.
And then of course the
Nice.
vav switches to a shurek because that's a vocal shava there, and that spirantizes the tav.
Yeah.
They're all masters at this though. They're like,
Oh,
Josh, you don't have to even explain that.
absolutely.
I know that.
Someone's asking, Marcos Amalos is asking if we can change the color. If you can change the color or the size of the cursor, he's having problems seeing it.
Oh, I
Probably
maybe.
not.
If somebody
it's like
knows
a
how to
little.
tell me how to
It's
do
the
that,
little. It's the little hand.
yeah.
I think
If
isn't it?
somebody
It's the
knows how to
finger.
do that,
Yeah.
I would
Yes,
love to
please.
know.
I guess. Yeah. I guess Matt is in my class. So. So I'm sorry, Matt. It's work, right? It takes work to learn, but it's fun. It's fun when you actually get around to translating sentences and clauses, which we did this week.
Yeah.
Which is pretty great. So
It is pretty cool.
all right, verse 22.
Man, we're killing it.
Thank you, Matt. I appreciate it. Yes. Jason, Hebrew is work, but it's fun. It was so much fun for Jason that he just left the States and went to live in Israel so that he could speak Hebrew all the time. So here, verse 22. El mutzi am memitzraim kito afot re'em lo. Right. Okay. So, El is the one who brought them out from Egypt, and this is interesting. This is like it's like horns of whatever this is. They aim. It's an animal of some kind, of a fearsome beast, like horns of a like a let's say like a big bull, maybe.
Probably behemoth.
Probably a behemoth, yeah, like horns of a stegosaurus.
It's a dinosaur.
So yeah, And I mean, I did look. I had to look this one up too when I was looking at this text earlier. And I'll just here's what they say about it. There's a problem of whether room means wild bull or buffalo, often equivalent to aim. A white antelope is suggested. A wild bull. When you get further down, actually with this text, they said possibly a rhinoceros, which I thought was kind of wild. In other texts where it appears, it's translated into the Latin with unicornus. So now, I was like, well, that's kind of cool, but I don't think I don't think it can be a rhinoceros because it's got to a foot. I would think a rhinoceros would just have the one.
It's a
But,
triceratops.
I agree. Yeah, I think so. It's just a big scary animal, but I like it because of the way this fearsome animal imagery is being applied to El, as you know we come to expect from a lot of the wider cultural background. And there's just the one verb in here. This is motzi am. This is a hiphil participle from yatsa with its masculine singular, and it's got the third masculine plural verbal suffix on it. I think that this is probably best translated as a substantive. Yahweh is the bringer out of them, the one who brought them out from Egypt. No, sorry, I said Yahweh, didn't I? I meant El.
Yeah.
And this is when it comes to these oracles from Balaam in this text here, it's pretty clear that these are references to the god El, which is the way he's identified in the Dear Allah inscription as well, where Balaam's oracles are found. So how are we doing? Well, I think that's probably it for tonight. We've only got a few minutes left. I didn't
one
see
more.
any. We do one
You
more.
want to see me? You want to see me
Alright.
try to struggle?
Yeah. I don't know. It's up to you, man. I am.
Yeah. Why not?
I don't mind watching you struggle, but
I feel like I'm up for a challenge here.
all right, let's do it.
Ki lo nachash beYaakov velo kesem beYisrael ka'et yamer leYaakov uleYisrael mapa'al el. All right. For there is no sorcery, maybe divination. And I'm looking at Kesem, like Kesem is like divination. So
That's same thing.
Nachash.
Nachash is also divination.
So I suspect it's something in
or
the
snake.
divinatory arts.
Yes.
So there's no divination in Jacob, and there's no sorcery and no divination in Israel. According to the time, it will be said to Jacob. Let me do the second one and see if I can figure out what that means. And to Israel, I'm assuming this is a quote. What has El done?
Yeah.
So maybe according to the time,
in the moment, or at the time.
Huh?
That's a nifal, right? So it's passive.
Yeah.
Did you
It will
translate
be
that as
said.
passive? Yeah. It will be said to
be said.
Jacob.
I just wonder why cough.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I don't know.
Or according to. Yeah, I'd have to think about that, I guess, for a little bit. But I mean, so there's something in the future will be said to Jacob.
Yeah.
What has Ale done? Oh, is this like calling back to this section here, referring to the Exodus? Like, what has Ale done?
Yeah, maybe
Like
that's it, eh?
in the future, like the children will be asked. I don't know. I'm sorry. This is just me not working through this at all. This is some of the oldest stuff in the Hebrew Bible, so it's
It
hard.
really is. Yeah.
Well, cool. All right. Everybody's seen me
That's
struggle.
cool.
All right. Sorry. Thank you
Cool.
for
No, it's good.
letting me.
So, and we
not
just
make
did
myself
we've got the nifal verb and the.
Oh, yes. I'm sorry. Sorry.
I
Yeah,
think
that's all it is.
that's
Nifal.
the
Yeah.
only two.
Oh, well, here.
So
Now, perfect. The
I
rest is
I had
singular.
a thought about this one.
Mm.
Actually, the Ye Omer,
Mm-hmm.
because of the Sarai with the mem. But I have a thought on this as well because I did notice when I was looking at this that that there are instances in the Hebrew Bible where the nifal, the accent is actually on the aleph. So I wonder with the shifting of the accent, it's pointed with a sagol in the under the mem, and I'm wondering with the shifting of the accent if that's lengthened the vowel as well. So,
Yeah.
but I don't know. I thought I was like, well, that's interesting. So, but yeah. Anyhow, are you gonna think about this now for a while?
I just
We do actually.
I think it's the olive. So like the standard would be ekatel, tikatel, tikateli,
Yeah,
katel. So then I
yeah.
think it's the
But I'm.
olive because it's
Oh,
if it would
okay.
be because it can't take that doubled. Well, but you were talking about the one under the yeah
The
that's
Saran or the
right.
mem because
Yeah.
it's also pointed with the Segol, right? Except here.
I
So,
think it's yeah. I'll have to look back.
but anyways, we got a couple things.
Yeah.
Let's see. Chrissy H is good to see you, Chrissy. Just wanted to say that in 23 verse 15 and following is one that I always thought was key for interpreting the Deir Allah oracles, especially the Shaddai bit. I agree. I quite like that too. I also Caitlin Burnell is picking up something really interesting that we're putting down here. Isn't Nachash just snake? Not always. It depends on how it's pointed, but I think there is a very interesting cultural crossover here, where the verb nachash means to divine or to perform some sort of magic. And I don't think it's an accident. I think there is some ritual connection to the ways in which snakes were understood or viewed in antiquity and the ancient Near East, and perhaps some of their ritual functions as well. So, but it's and think about this now when you go to a text like in a highly mythical text like in Genesis chapter 2 and 3, where the Nachash is in the garden. Is this just an ordinary snake, or is there something magic about this thing? So, but yeah, thank you for noticing that, because I like those kind of connections. Thank you, Brandon Renyon, for $10. I just finished Dr. Josh's Hebrew class, and now my 8-year-old wants to learn Hebrew from me.
Awesome.
That is awesome. He's had a far easier time at 8 learning Hebrew alphabet than I at 40.
I feel
Thanks
that.
for the
I feel that.
Yep,
That's awesome.
absolutely. So, Yeah, and Flavius Josephus, the first century Jewish historian, has been a member for 1 month now. From earlier in the stream, I have been malignant cursed with this shampoo mnemonic from your class, and it worked too well.
I just know all of my students walk away, and every time they see Ahmad, they say, Ahmad Rashad, standing in the end zone. Standing. Where is he? He's standing in the end zone. What happens if you shove somebody? Well, they sit down.
It's good. It's good. That's awesome. Okay. So this week, on Saturday, Josh, and this is me also reminding you, on
yes.
Saturday afternoon, we have a commitment. So we're going to be on. There's a fundraiser that's been put
Is it
together.
Saturday?
It's Saturday.
31st. Is it 31st?
Dude, yes, you responded to him this morning.
But I thought I looked. I thought it was Sunday. Oh
No,
man!
it's
All right, hold on.
Saturday. Oh no,
All
are
right.
you gonna be? Is it just gonna be me, dude? Uh-oh.
I know it's Monday.
No, it isn't. It's Saturday.
March 31st is a Monday.
Is it actually? Why do I keep thinking it's Saturday?
I don't
Am I
know. Let's
wrong?
see. I have an
Are
interview
you
on
sure it is?
Sunday. I don't know where, but it says that I do here.
Oh, where is that? Why do I don't know. Okay. So what did he say? 6:30. Okay.
Look at us. Look at us live. Oh, look, there's an audience here.
Oh, yeah.
Let's get our
Are we
schedules
sure?
synced up.
Are we sure it is Monday? Oh my God. I can't believe I did that. Okay. Never mind. Never mind, everyone. On Monday, we're going to be on a fundraiser.
Yep.
That Secular Rarity is putting on for secular humanist groups in the Tennessee area. So yeah, it's Monday. Well, thanks, Josh. Thank you for making sure that my calendar is.
You know what it is, Kipp, is you're working so hard on that Pelagia
That's it.
script about the Connectleys that
That's
it's
it.
just
That's it.
everything
You've
else has left your brain.
You've seen that, right? You've noticed, right? Yeah.
It's
So,
guys, it's gonna be bad ass.
It is. It is.
Yeah. Stay tuned
It
for
really
that.
is.
Yeah.
And we are doing our best as well to harass the Connectleys via email.
Harass. I mean, yes, so I've sent 3 emails. That's true. But I think it's important, right? I think it's important.
Chrissy's interested.
Yeah, we're responding to that really popular conversation
millions
that
of
they
views.
had with Alex O'Connor.
Like, I think it's multiple millions of views. The conversation that he had with Alex O'Connor.
So needs addressing.
Yeah, it certainly does. Especially considering that this is something that you have addressed with them.
You were talking about making a compilation of bad. I was thinking about making a compilation of just all the conversations that I've had with Cliff.
That he just
had like several times, like just play back to back, and then he just show him saying it again.
Yep. It's rampant, guys.
And I get it. Just to be clear, I get it. I like people say this to us all the time, right? Like, we've corrected you on this. Yeah, but you haven't, because even though you've said it and you think that you're right. So I know that's the position that he's taking. I get it. He doesn't think that we're right, and that's fine. But
sure.
But still,
you at least have to. I mean, you should reckon with it, though, right? Yeah. Like I tend to think that's. But yeah, I find it especially bothersome, given that Cliff and Stuart don't have the tools to actually know any different, right? Yeah. Like, honestly, like there's anyways.
And that's not a knock, guys. That's not a knock.
No, I mean, most people don't, right?
I don't have the tools to know shit about Egyptian, Middle Egyptian linguists, so I have to rely on Maggie Bryson.
But we know who does.
It's not family, it's clan. Mishkapet.
I'm sorry. This is probably why on Saturday I'm going to be back on Dapper Dinosaurs channel. So I'm doing that. And then next week, guys, next week is a busy week. Next week I'm excited about this. I think that's next week, or is it the week after? I have to check my calendar, but I can tell you,
Given
shut up.
recent interaction,
Yeah,
I would
yeah.
just whatever your
I
first
really,
instinct is, go with that.
I need to, so no, yeah, it's the week after, but I am excited about it too. So I'll talk a little bit about that. Next week, you and I are, now I'm not sure if this is a live thing or if we're doing a recording with Mark Reed,
Oh yeah,
but,
I don't know.
do you know, is it live or is it, I have no idea, but
It's
we
all
might
great.
be live with Mark Reed on Thursday next week, or not. I didn't we didn't clarify, so but either way, that's what we're doing. And then guys, Friday, the 4th of April is David Carr Day. That's what we're calling it now. David Carr is going to be on this channel. He's going to be on for 2 hours. He's going to talk about the formation of the Pentateuch and Pentateuchal scholarship and scribal practices as they relate to that. And he's going to answer questions. So, guys, you can't miss that. That's
Go, all of you that have been thinking, does Inspiring Philosophy have a point with his formation of the Pentateuch videos or the dating of
how
the
old is
Pentateuch
the
videos?
Torah? I think
Yeah.
is the recent one. Yeah.
Go. I had a theology professor one time in seminary that said, bring me your hardest questions about this topic. So bring your hardest questions.
Yes.
Because believe me when I tell you, they will be very easily answered.
Yep. So that's Friday. We are very excited about that. And I'm excited to announce too, the following week, I'm actually going to be doing a recording with Dr. Justin Sledge from Esoterica about a show he's putting together on the Dead Sea Scrolls. And given the opportunity, I was very happy to convince Dr. Sledge to come on my channel. So he's coming also for a 2-hour show, and he's going to answer questions on March 31st. It's going to be, no, sorry, April. Now I have to look again. It's the end of April. It's April 30th. It's a Wednesday. I know that for a fact. Wednesday, April 30th, in the evening. I think you're teaching actually. So sadly you're not going to be around for that. But everyone else should be here for that. It's still it's coming, right? We got lots of time. So I will remind you again. I'm just so excited about all these great things happening. So yeah. Awesome. Well, thanks for hanging out, guys. Thanks for watching us stumble through the text today.
What if I stumble? What if I fall?
What if I fall?
What if I lose my step? And I translate Hebrew bad for us all.
Good night, everyone.